Okay, hello, good evening, everyone. Okay, welcome back to our Global Week 4. Okay, I have a question. When's your final? Can everyone please let me know your final? On Monday. Okay, so yours is on Monday because I have to plan for the lesson in November already. Okay, 你们几时考试？ I have to know because I might enter year 9 stuff by November already. Okay, so I will enter year 9 stuff. Make sure you know when's your exam. Let me know when's your exam. Okay, because I don't know whether next week I should do revision for you or should I enter something new. Okay, I don't know yet. So, when's your final? Okay, everyone, please let me know. Please put it in the chat there because I want to know. If not, I cannot prepare revision for you. Okay, so anyway, let me give you the answer for last week. Okay, which is this question 3. Okay, our magnet. So we will finish this and then we will go for revision. Okay, we will revise for bio and chemistry today because physics is quite easy and you're still fresh on physics, okay, because we just learned. So anyway, question 3. Table below shows the factor that affect the strength of the magnetic field of an electromagnet. Okay, if you know what is still remember what is an electromagnet, that means you apply electricity to a metal, it becomes a magnet. So that's an electromagnet. So the first one, you have 5 loops. Okay, that means there's 5 circles. Okay, and 1A. And this is 5 loops and 5A. So the difference is this. Okay, the current, the electricity. So if I use more electricity, can you see I can pull more weight? I can pull more weight. Okay, the stronger the electromagnet is. If I give it more electricity. Okay, makes sense, right? More electricity, you give it the stronger magnet it becomes. And then factor 2 is, you see, this is the same now. Electricity is the same, but the loop is different. One is 5 loop, another one is 10 loop. So this one got more loop, 比较多圈圈. So this one is stronger. So the difference here is this. Okay, so there are 2 factors that will affect your magnet. Number 1 is the current, the electricity. Okay, number 2 is the number of loops. Okay, number of loops will go around the magnet. So next, A. From the information given in table 2, state 2 factors that affect the strength of an electromagnet. So number 1 is the current, okay, or electric current. Then factor 2 is our number of loops. Okay, number of loops. This is really easy. So state the relationship between factor in A and magnetic field strength. Okay, so they want this factor and how does it affect how strong your magnetic field is, your magnet is. Okay, so the higher the current, okay, the stronger the magnetic field strength. Okay, the stronger the magnetic field strength. Okay, so I'm just going to put current increase. So same thing for number factor 2. So the higher the number of loops, okay, same thing, the stronger the magnetic field strength. Okay, so if you want your electromagnet very strong, you would give more turns to it and you would give it more current. Okay, common sense when you are using your washing machine, okay, like I said, your washing machine is a motor, it uses an electromagnet. So how would you make your washing machine spin faster? You give it more electricity, you give it more number of turns. Okay, easy. So next, number 4. So this is a crane lifting up scrap metal. This is the electromagnet. When I switch it on, it's gonna, okay, pull the car because car is a metal. And if I switch it off, this thing will drop. So explain how the crane function by using electromagnet. Okay, so number 1, when electricity is switched on, okay, so what happened? Current flows through, okay, the electromagnet. Okay, current flows through. So when current flows through the electromagnet, becomes magnetized. Okay, do you know what is magnetized? Magnetized means become magnet, 变得有磁性，变成磁铁。So that's magnetized. Okay, so it will attract, okay, scrap metal. Okay, attract scrap metals. So 3 marks here. Okay, really easy. So this is the temporary magnet that we really like using because we can switch it off any time we like, and we can switch it on anytime we want. Okay, so easy peasy. So that's it for this chapter. Okay, so we have finished our syllabus. So anyway, let's go into our revision, shall we? Okay, so please, anyone tell me when's your final? Okay, Ashley told me your final already. What about the rest of you? Are you guys having any final? When's your final exam? Is it gonna be, is it over already, or is it what, few weeks away? Most oh, no more exam. Huh? They cancel the exam. Oh, you see, where's your school? Where's your school? Why did they cancel the exam? I know some schools they cancel exam, but here's the thing. I mean, good for you lah. You're happy because they cancel the exam. But next year, if they are having exam, it's gonna be full force. It's gonna be in. They're gonna ask you stuff for year 9, year 8, and year 7. So yeah lah, you're happy for now, but canceling exam is not a very good thing. Okay, so anyone else? When's your exam? When's your exam? Because I really want to know. So what should we do next week? I really haven't decided yet. I might go into year 9. Okay. For November and December, we might enter year 9. December definitely we're going into year 9 already. So year 8, our syllabus is already finished. Okay, so I might be faster than your school. I don't know. Okay, because if you're having exam, I might do revision for you. Okay, so anyway, let's look at our biochemistry revision. Okay, I just uploaded this in the group today. Okay, please find it in the Google Classroom. Anyway, so let's look at number 1. Okay, this is your biochemistry revision. So number 1, I bet most of you are not here earlier this year. Okay, so this is question 1. Okay, plants make food by doing photosynthesis. What is this? So number 1, plants can make food because plant cells have chloroplast. What is the function of chloroplast? Okay, chloroplast is contained. Okay, it's to contain chlorophyll. Okay, it will carry out photosynthesis. Okay, please do not confuse chloroplast and chlorophyll. They are very different. Okay, so chloroplast. Okay, this is your plant cell, by the way. Okay, this is your plant cell. Okay, plant cell. And then inside your plant cell, you have a nucleus. Okay, and then a backbone. And then you have these small little things that goes around the cell. This is in year 7. You learn this in year 7. So all these stuffs are your chloroplast. Okay, is your chloroplast. So inside the chloroplast got chlorophyll. Don't confuse. Chlorophyll is the color, the 叶绿素. It's the thing that the green color stuff. The chemical is called chlorophyll. The container, okay, it's like a container. This is like a Tupperware that puts your color in. The container is called chloroplast, so don't get confused. Okay, this is year 7. Okay, I might revise on year 7 next week. I don't know yet. Okay, because I don't know how did you do in your year 7. Okay, I might just revise for year 7. I don't know. Okay, even though you're not having exam, maybe I'll go into year 7 revision. Because last year I don't know what you have learned. Okay, and most likely the first year of your secondary school, you're most likely just chilling around, having fun. And what more, last year was MCO. So I bet, okay, some of you don't really remember what you learned last year. All right, so B, write the word equation for photosynthesis. So what is the word equation? That would be carbon dioxide, okay, plus water. Okay, you will get glucose and oxygen. Of course, you will need sunlight and you will need chlorophyll. Okay, so this is the equation that you must remember. Must. Okay, so these are the ingredient plants need. Plant will get water from the ground. Plants will get carbon dioxide in air, and then they will fuse them together to get sugar. Sugar, your glucose is a sugar, and of course, oxygen, they will throw it away. So this is how you get sugar. So think about it. Plants make sugar from air. Isn't that crazy? Okay, it's like you are eating air now. This is what plants do. They combine air together to form sugar. That's what they do. Okay, of course, they get the energy from sunlight. If there's no sunlight, if there's no chlorophyll, photosynthesis will not happen. Okay, so see, which cells of the plant takes up water? So who absorbs water? That would be your the root, but what they want the cell. What's the name of your root cell? Okay, we would call root hair cell. Okay, your root hair cells. So D, which water conducting tissue is found in vascular bundle? What is a vascular bundle? Vascular bundle is the blood vessel in plants. Okay, you have blood vessel, right? Remember your blood vessel? You have artery, you have vein, you have capillary. Plants, they don't. They have vascular bundle. Inside the vascular bundle, they have xylem and they have phloem. So what's the function? Xylem is to carry water. Phloem is to carry sucrose, or you want to say food also can. Basically, what is sucrose? Sucrose is sugar lah. Okay, sucrose is sugar. So like I said, there's a type of flour when you take and then you suck at the bottom, it tastes sweet, right? You're sucking at the flour, okay, to get the sugar. So anyway, E, how starch produced in leaves are transported to other parts of the plant, okay, using the phloem. Okay, via the phloem. Okay, using the phloem via the phloem. So where do they store their starch? It depends on the plant. Like potato, they store it underground. That's why potato has a lot of starch. Okay, some of them they store it in the trunks, the bark. Some of them store it in the leaf. Okay, different plants they do it differently. So number 2, what is meant by transpiration? Okay, this is a very important process. Okay, now that you have learned about the heart, okay, think about this. How does our body move blood around? We have a pump. Okay, that's our heart. Okay, when the heart pumps, our blood moves. Plants got no heart. Okay, plants have no heart to move water around. So how do they do it? They will use transpiration. What is this? Basically, this is very important. This is your plant. Okay, so this is your plant. Plant will lose water to the surrounding. Okay, purposefully, they will let water evaporate. When the leaves become dry, they will draw water up from the stem. When the stem becomes dry, they draw water from the root. When the root becomes dry, they draw water from the soil. Can you see? This is how they move water up the whole plant by using sunlight. So sun is their pump. They don't have a pump. Okay, so this is how plants function. So this is more important than you think. This transpiration is by plants sweating and moving their water up. So what is transpiration? Okay, it's a process. Okay, a process whereby plants lose water to the surrounding via evaporation. Okay, evaporation. They use evaporation to lose water. But of course, this thing you cannot do too much. If a plant does too much transpiration, the plant will dry up. Okay, the plant will just dry and die. But this one, okay, they will control. So name the structure involved during transpiration. Who controls transpiration? That will be your stoma. Okay, what is a stoma? Stoma are the holes underneath your leaf. Okay, they are the holes underneath your leaf. Okay, so if you look underneath your leaf, right, if you use microscope and zoom in, you will see many holes on the leaf. So that's the function, of your stomach. So when they are open, this is during daytime. Okay, when daytime they will open because daytime got sun, water can go out. Okay, so they will become dry, they will pull water up. But at night, when there's no sun, there's no evaporation, so they will close. So that's how they function. So during the day, the gut cell will absorb water, okay, through osmosis. Okay, this one I don't need to know. Okay, we put across here. Thus, the gut cell becomes turgid and bend outwards. Okay, what does it mean? Okay, what is the gut cell, by the way? Gut cell is this thing. Okay, stoma is stoma is the hole. The hole is called stoma. And then beside these two we call it gut cell. It's like you have a gate. Okay, I'm sure your taman, wherever you are living now, it has a guard house, right? Guard house control the opening and the closing of your taman. So the opening is controlled by the guard house. So same thing, the opening is controlled by the gut cell. So in the morning, okay, during daytime, they will absorb water, so they will become full. When they are full, they will bend. It's like a balloon. When they absorb water, they bend. So that when they bend out, you see, the stoma is open. So water can go out now. They can do transpiration now. Okay, so next, closing. So when will they close? At night long. So during the night, gut cells will lose water. Okay, water will go out. Thus, the gut cell becomes flaccid. Okay, what is flaccid? Flaccid means like when your balloon loses air, the thing becomes very flat, very okay, 很扁, okay, flaccid, and okay, or you can straighten. Okay, you can say straighten. Now you see now they are straight. Okay, they straighten, and then the stoma will close. Okay, so at night they will open. In the morning they will open. At night they will close. Okay, and this is also a very important. Okay, transpiration is more important than you think. It's not only important for the plant, it's also very important for the environment. Because when plants lose water to the surrounding temperature will drop. Surrounding becomes cooler. Have you realized something? If you are nearby a tree, okay, if you are nearby a tree, if your school has a lot of trees, your house has a lot of trees, it will be cooler. It's not that hot. But if there's no tree, like in the middle of the road, okay, if there's a highway, let's say you're on highway going back to Ipoh, You don't really see trees. I mean, yeah, lah, side of the road or trees, lah, but the road is exposed to the sun. It feels much hotter. Okay, why? This is the function of the plant. Plant is to do transpiration and make the surrounding cool. Okay, that's why even like 2 in the afternoon, you are in forest, you don't really feel any heat. I mean, sure, it's a little bit warm, but okay, without plant, it will be much hotter. That's the reason. Okay, so anyway, let's look at D. So label stain rate for each of the transverse section. So what is the stain rate? Stain rate is the xylem. Okay, stain rate is the xylem. Because you see, if I take let's say this flower, okay, let's say there's a flower, I put it in a red color water. Okay, let's say this color is red color. Okay, so this plant will absorb water up all the way. So the part after that, when you slice this part in half, when you look in the middle, if you see red color, that's where they transport the water up. So that's the xylem, right? Because I said xylem absorbs water, right? Basically, stain rate is the xylem lah. Basically, they're asking you where's the xylem. Indirectly, they're asking you where's the xylem. So this one you need to memorize one. Okay, xylem is at the top in the leaf. Okay, this black part here, and then in the stem it is inside, which is the white part here, and then in the root it will be in the middle. Okay, can you see this T shape here? Now this T shape is the xylem. Okay, quick way to memorize this: xylem is always on the inside. Inside, can you see? Inside. Okay, and then here got two a black and a white one. Xylem is on the inside, the white one. And then leaf also same thing. Leaf bottom is the outside. Why? Because your stoma is at the bottom. Okay, this stoma, the hole is usually at the bottom. Okay, so bottom is the outside. So the xylem is on the inside, which is this, the black one. Okay, so xylem is always on the inside. So when you slice it open, you will see red color. Okay, easy. So number 3. Okay, our digestive system. Okay, this is the most feared part. Okay, in fact, the three chapter that requires a lot of effort to study would be your digestive system, your respiratory system, your lungs, and your circulatory system, your heart. So those 3 pay more attention there. So A, label all the parts of human digestive system. See if you can still remember this. W is the mouth. Okay, X is the stomach. Okay, Y is the gallbladder. Okay, this is your gallbladder. In Mandarin, we call this 胆. Okay, 胆. So we used to believe that this thing determines your guts, whether you are brave or not. 你有没有胆？你大不大胆？ Okay, it has nothing to do with it. It's just part of the digestive system. This thing's function is to digest your fats. That's all. You eat fried chicken, you eat burgers, you eat French fries, you eat yao zha guai, whatever oily stuff lah. This job is to digest fats. That's all. Nothing to do with whether you being brave or not. So what is Z? Z is your small intestine. Okay, our large intestine is here. All right, so do not forget our liver and do not forget our pancreas. Okay, although they are not directly involved in digestion, but hey, they are more important than you think. Okay, they are sort of like supporting. Okay, supporting. It's like when you're playing a game, you must have a healer, you must have a support. Okay, their job is not to kill the enemy, their job is to stun the enemy or to heal you. So that's their function. Okay, and these guys, they will do the heavy work. Okay, they are like your DPS. You play PC game. Okay, so this is like the main guy, the main hero, and these are the supporting guys. Okay, I mean, sure, they are not that fancy, but hey, without them, you cannot function. Okay, without a healer in your team, okay, you simply will not work. Okay, so next B, choose any 2 organs and list down their function. Okay, so what's the function of the mouth? Mouth is to chew the food. Okay, chew the food or to break down food. Okay, or to break down food. Or you want to go more specific, you can say it breaks down starch. Okay, breaks down starch into maltose. This one, please go back to your notes. It's already mentioned that. Okay, break down starch into maltose. So next, stomach. Okay, stomach is to digest protein into polypeptide. Okay, you learn polypeptide, right? If I'm not mistaken, polypeptide or peptide. Before amino acid, okay, right before they become. Okay, by the way, what's amino acid? Amino acid is the simplest form of protein. Quick revision. So it's like when you eat chicken, when you eat a piece of chicken, chicken is protein. You cannot absorb the protein because it's a whole piece. So what do? Your mouth will chew that protein, and then inside the stomach, they will use a chemical called protease. Okay, protease is an enzyme. They will use an enzyme to break down this protein into smaller protein. Okay, and they will just keep breaking and breaking and breaking and breaking until it gets the smallest. That's your amino acid. Only when it is amino acid, your body can absorb. Your body cannot absorb this. Your body cannot absorb this. Your body can only absorb amino acid. Anything bigger, your body cannot absorb. Okay, simple as that. Anyway, see, state the alimentary canal pathway. Basically, alimentary canal is your digestive tract. Okay, which is this whole thing. Okay, this whole thing. So what's the function of what's the alimentary canal? Where do you start? You start from your mouth. Okay, you start from your mouth, and then it enters the esophagus. Okay, esophagus is this one. Okay, your what do you call this again? Okay, I just call it the esophagus. Okay, so there's no digestion here. It's just like a pathway to go down, and then it will enter your stomach. Okay, it enters the stomach. After the stomach, it will enter your small intestine. Okay, if you want to add one more here, that would be your duodenum. What is the duodenum? Duodenum is this part. Okay, duodenum is this part. It's part of the small intestine. Can you see? Okay, your small intestine is here. The front part, we call it duodenum. Why do we especially name the front part? Because this is very important. This is where they get all the enzymes from the, can you see pancreas is here? Can you see liver is here? Can you see gallbladder is here? All these three, they will give enzyme to the duodenum. So this is where most of the digestion will start. Okay, duodenum will break down your carbohydrate. Remember the 7 classes of food? Okay, they will break down your carbohydrate. They will break down your protein. They will break down your fats. Everything happens here. Okay, everything happens in the duodenum. That's why it is specially named duodenum instead of just small intestine. Okay, after the small intestine, you will have your large intestine. Okay, large intestine. I don't like to call it large intestine. I like to call it colon. Okay, colon is the scientific word for it. Okay, that's why you have something called colon cancer. Colon cancer is a large intestine cancer. All right, and then this is where you form your feces. Now, feces is shit so it will be stored in your rectum. Okay, in the morning when you drink water, your rectum becomes full. You feel like you want to go shit, and then you will exit through your anus. Okay, anus is your butthole Okay, so it's like a big slide. Can you see? All the way from your mouth to the anus is like a slide. It's like 滑梯，好像坐滑梯这样。It's like a roller coaster inside. Okay, and this roller coaster breaks down your food. So next D, what is physical digestion? Okay, what is okay? Digestion has 2 types. You have physical digestion, which is the churning of food, the tearing of food. This mostly happens in your mouth. You tear your food using your teeth, using chewing. And then what is chemical digestion? This is where our body secretes a special chemical called enzyme. Okay, so it is the breaking down of food using by grinding or churning. Okay, churning means grind like that. Okay, by grinding or churning using teeth. It can be your teeth, can be your stomach also. Your stomach also churns food. That's why you have that sound when you're hungry, because it's churning air. Okay, your stomach is churning air. Okay, so what is chemical digestion? Okay, it is the breaking down food using enzyme. Okay, you use enzyme to break food. Now, enzyme is the chemical in your body. Okay, so F, what is peristalsis? Very important process. Okay, it happens especially here. Okay, in this esophagus, when you swallow food, you can feel your food going down, right? Okay, not because of gravity, because your esophagus is pushing food down. Okay, so the pushing of the food down is called peristalsis. Okay, so it's relaxation and contraction. Okay, so they relax, contract of your digestive tract to push food along. Okay, so when you are shitting in the morning, your large intestine is doing peristalsis lah. Okay, when food moves down, it's peristalsis. When food moves into your stomach, peristalsis. When it moves through your small intestine, large intestine, peristalsis. So how do you make this peristalsis better? Is by using fiber. So if you eat fruits and veggies, when there's a lot of fiber, this peristalsis is going to do very well. That's why you don't get constipation. Okay, so G, name one substance that is found in W. Where is the W? W is your mouth. Okay, so one substance that is found in W, that would be your saliva. Okay, your saliva. So your saliva is an enzyme. Okay, they are there to wet the food and to break down food. So H1, what liquid is stored in Y? Oh, there's a gallbladder, right? Okay, inside of a gallbladder, there's a green color fluid called bile. This is the thing that will break down fats. Okay, so state the effect of this liquid on consumed fats. Okay, it will emulsify fats. Okay, into tiny droplets. What does it mean? If you have one big drop of oil, okay, after you put bile inside, this thing will break into small droplets. Okay, it's like chewing your oil, but you cannot chew your oil. Okay, can you chew liquid? You cannot. That's why you need the help of bile to break them into smaller. It's like your soap lah. Do you know your soap works the same way? When you wash your dish and when you wash your skin using soap, you are breaking down fats into smaller pieces so that you can easily wash them away, so that you don't have that oily feeling. Okay, so next, what happens to a person's feces if gland Y is removed? So what happens to your shit if you don't have Y? Okay, so if you don't have Y, you will not have bowel. If you don't have bowel, your feces is gonna be oily. Okay, because if you cannot digest fats, you cannot digest oil like this. If you eat very oily stuff, you are going to shit all the oil out. So your butthole and the toilet bowl becomes very oily. Okay, which is disgusting. So it's like leaking oil out of your butthole. Okay, so next, number 1. Okay, I1. Name the acid secreted in X. X is your stomach. Okay, your stomach will produce something called hydrochloric acid. I already mentioned this many times. Okay, hydrochloric acid. How strong is this acid? This acid is pH 1. Okay, pH 0 being the strongest. This thing is second strongest. Your stomach acid is very strong. Okay, that's why you get gastric if you don't eat. So state 2 function of the acid. Why do we need such a strong stomach? Number 1 is to kill microorganism. Okay, microorganism. Oh, they are your first line of defense. If you eat some dirty, crappy food that has bacteria in it, will you get sick? Yeah, if you eat enough, you'll get sick, but most of the time you'll be fine. Okay, because the acid is saving your life. It kills the bacteria for you. Okay, number 2, it will activate enzymes in the stomach. Stomach enzyme, they like acidic. Okay, they like acid. Okay, mouth is not acidic. When you swallow your food, in fact, your mouth is alkaline, slightly alkaline. Remember what is acid alkaline? You learned this in year 7. So your mouth is slightly alkaline. So when you swallow the food down, the stomach acid doesn't really like them because the stomach acid doesn't like stomach's enzyme doesn't like alkaline. So this function of this acid is to change everything into acid, into acidic, so that the stomach enzyme can work, so that they're happy to work. That's just a given. You have to memorize. Okay, so don't ask me why, because we'll learn this in year 11 next time. So next, J, based on the diagram above, state whether the following process occurs in human body. So digestion of protein begins. Where does your body start digesting protein? That would be your stomach. Okay, your stomach digests protein. And digestion is completed. Okay, digestion is completed in the small intestine. Okay, your large intestine doesn't digest stuff. Your large intestine is to absorb water. That's all. Okay, that's all. That's why when you have diarrhea, okay, when you are shitting watery stuff out, it's when your large intestine is not absorbing water. Either could be due to infection or it's just not feeling very well. Okay, you have your large intestine is swollen, it has infection there. That's why you have diarrhea. Okay, so your large intestine doesn't digest anything, your small intestine will do. So bile is produced here. Okay, here's the thing. Many people thought that this thing produces bile. No, this thing will store bile. Okay, you see, stored in Y. Y will store the bile. But who produces it? It's the liver. Okay, your liver will produce your bile. So bile is a very funny stuff. It is produced by the liver, but it is stored in a little bag called gallbladder. Different, different, okay, liver produces it, gallbladder stores it. So your liver is very busy. Do you know that your liver is a very often overlooked organ? Many people will not give two craps about their liver until something happened to it. Okay, number 1, your liver's job is to do detoxification. What do I mean? If you drink a lot of alcohol, if you eat a lot, if you take drugs, if you eat a lot of medicine, let's say you take 5 Panadols every day, who is going to get rid of all these things? Your liver. Okay, so if you eat medicine like all the time, okay, suka you're going to eat Panadol, okay, you eat 2 Panadol every week, your liver is going to suffer. Okay, or if you drink alcohol, if you drink alcohol every day, your liver is not going to be healthy. Okay, that's why you have something called fatty liver. You have liver cancer. You have hepatitis. Hepatitis is the swelling of the liver. Okay, so they are more important than you think. Okay, so make sure you sleep. Your liver can only work when you're sleeping. So if you are not sleeping, then your liver is not going to detox for you. You don't need all this stupid detox tea or whatever. Okay, you need to drink this to detox. No, you just need to drink water and your liver will take care of the rest. Just make sure you sleep. Okay, sleep enough. Anyway, next, secretion of bile in the duodenum. Okay, this is what I said just now. Who will store and secrete the bile? That would be your gallbladder. Okay, so okay, what are the final products final products of digestion. So protein, what is the smallest form of protein? That will be your amino acid. Your body cannot absorb protein, but your body can absorb amino acid. This is how they break it down, the process digestion lah. Okay, digestion is to take the piece of chicken you eat, the protein, break it into amino acid so that you can absorb them. Absorb to do what leh? The amino acid will be used to form your muscle law, your skin law, your hair law. So your hair is made from protein, your skin is made from protein. The chicken breast you ate, the chicken or the whatever meat you ate last week is already here. It's already used to build your skin. It's already here. It's already used to build your hair, to build your nails. Okay, so next, carbohydrate. The simplest form of carbohydrate would be glucose. Okay, so if you eat rice, rice is a carbohydrate. It is a starch. You cannot absorb rice. You have to break down the rice into a sweet sugar called glucose. Only your body can absorb. Okay, fats. Fat is a bit more complicated. They have two things. They have glycerol and fatty acid. Right? Glycerol and fatty acid. So when you break fats down, you will get two things, glycerol and fatty acid. So when you eat fried chicken, okay, it has oil inside, right? The oil is fats. You cannot absorb the oil. Only when it is broken down into glycerol and fatty acid, these you can absorb. So your body can only absorb these. Okay, your body can only absorb these. Anything bigger, you cannot. Okay, think of it this way, they are like your smallest piece of Lego. Okay, your smaller piece of Lego, can you break them down somehow? No, they are already the smallest. This is the smallest. Your body can only absorb the smallest Lego. Anything bigger, no. Your body cannot absorb because it's too big. Okay, so that's the digestion. So I didn't revise for everything, like nutrient-wise, the 7 classes of food. I didn't revise because okay, there's no time for it. Okay, I only picked the most important one. So next, number 4, draw the blood flow in the heart with arrows in the diagram below. Remember, this is your right side, this is your left side. Remember, if you look at your heart diagram, it is reversed. Okay, because when it is usually like that. Okay, so when you turn it around, so that's why the thing is reversed. Okay, so blood comes in here, goes down, and goes back up, exit the heart. Same thing, enters, go down, go back up, and exit. Remember your heart, this is your vena cava, your right atrium, right ventricle, and your pulmonary artery. This is to collect blood from your body and go to the lungs to get oxygen. Okay, and then after going to the lung, when they come back, they will come back through this, your pulmonary vein, your left atrium, left ventricle, and you have your aorta. Okay, this is to collect blood from the lungs and to go to the whole body. Okay, and then this thing will just come back again. So you have 2 cycles. One is to go take oxygen from the lungs, one is to go give oxygen to your body. So 2 circles. Okay, so next B, name 2 blood vessels which carry oxygenated blood. So where is your oxygenated blood? Remember, all oxygenated blood is on the left side. Okay, it's all on the left side. So who is on the left side? This and this. That would be your pulmonary vein, which is this one. A vein, vein means coming back to the heart. And of course, you have your aorta, which is this one. Pump blood to the body. So everything here is oxygenated, and everything here is deoxygenated. So name 2 blood vessels which carry the oxygenated blood. That will be this one, your vena cava. Okay, vena cava. And of course, this one, which is a pulmonary artery. Okay, so this is the only artery that carries deoxygenated blood in your body. And similar story, this is the only vein that carries oxygenated blood in the body. Okay, very important. Your heart this is a must come out in exam. So D, which chamber of the heart has the thickest wall? Give reason for your answer. Which is the thickest? You also know is this one. Okay, that will be your left ventricle. Okay, left ventricle. So give reason. Why is left ventricle the thickest? Okay, this is to generate high pressure. Okay, to pump blood to all parts. Okay, their job, this room's job, this ventricle's job is to pump blood to the whole body. That's why they need that high pressure. Atrium no need, because atrium is just to pump down. So you see the wall is very thin. And then right ventricle is only to pump to the lungs. The lung is just next to your heart. So it's very near. They don't need to pump so far. So the wall is very thin, you see. This wall is very thick. So it's pumping to the whole body. Okay, next. So this is your blood vessel again. Okay, as you can see, if the hole is very small, this is your artery. Okay, because it has oxygenated blood inside. And then when it got smaller, this is your blood capillary. Okay, and this is where they will give oxygen and take carbon dioxide to give you your parcel and take away your rubbish. And then they will combine again and form another big blood vessel, which is your vein. Okay, like I said, to deliver your items to you when you go shopping online, when you buy something from Shopee, they will go from their headquarters, which is the heart. Okay, and then to go to your house, they need to use the main highway, and then they used to go to smaller highway, all the way until your taman where you live, which is the small road. You don't live next to a highway, right? You live in small roads. So they will come to your house, which is a small road. They will pass you your things, take away your rubbish, and then it will combine, go back to the main road again, the main highway again, and then go back to the heart. Okay, you learned this already. So next, identify blood vessel K, L, and M. Okay, we already did that. K is the artery, L is the blood vessel, the blood capillary, M is the vein. Okay, so F, draw arrows in the diagram above to show the direction of oxygen and the direction of carbon dioxide for structure L. So L is here. This is all tissue. You live here. You live here. So they give you oxygen, which is your parcel. So let's just use solid line for oxygen, simpler. So oxygen will go out. Okay, carbon dioxide will go in. To take your rubbish away to give your nutrients to yourself. This thing must happen. If not, you will die. Okay, cells cannot live without oxygen for more than 15 minutes. When a certain part of your body lacks oxygen, your body will start to die. That's what we call necrosis. Necrosis is when one part starts to die. That's why heart attack, you die. Okay, heart attack is when one part of when the heart vessel is jammed. Okay, so one part of the heart cannot get oxygen, so the muscle cell of the heart will start to die. We call it necrosis of the heart. Okay, so if you are not CPR or get medical treatment in 15 minutes, you might just die. Okay, because your body cannot live without oxygen for more than 15 minutes. So anyway, next, what process takes place at the capillary? How are the capillaries suited for this process? So what's the going in and out thing called? This is called diffusion. Okay, so oxygen will diffuse out, carbon dioxide will diffuse in. So why capillary will do this? Okay, because capillaries are very thin, or you can say they are one cell thick. Why, when they deliver your stuff, they need to go to the small road? Because it's closest to you. they can't be at the main highway and throw your parcel to you. It doesn't happen this way because you see, even oxygen cannot go out here because it's too thick. This one is really thin. You see, it's one cell thick. This thing is thinner than your hair. Okay, your hair, one strand of hair is very, very thin. This is even thinner than that. So oxygen can go out very easily. Okay, so here's provide an example for other substance besides gas that diffuse in the structure L from the body's tissue. Okay, so what else goes into L besides gas? Okay, you have your waste product. Okay, waste product. Any rubbish that the cells don't want, throw it into L. Okay, so that L can carry it to the kidney, and then your kidney will just filter all these things out. Okay, so kidney and liver will filter your blood, will get rid of all the waste product in your blood. So if you eat a lot of crappy stuff, okay, a lot of processed stuff containing a lot of bad chemicals, your liver and your kidney will suffer the most. Okay, because they are your filter. Anyway, so let's look at question 5. So this is your lungs already. So the figure below shows the exchange of gas in the alveoli, okay, which is the small thing in your lungs. So what is process R? Process R is gas coming in. That would be your inhalation. When you do this. Now, when you inhale, you're pushing air into your lungs. Okay, how about the air going out? That's the reverse, which is exhalation. Okay, exhalation. So this is your blood vessel. Okay, remember just now from the heart. Okay, from the heart, deoxygenated blood, that means blood without oxygen will go to the heart and will go to the lungs and then they will come in here. Okay, you see, deoxygenated blood without oxygen. So they will come in, what they will throw out? They will throw out carbon dioxide. Okay, and then what they will take in? They will take oxygen. Once they take oxygen, they are now oxygenated and they will return to the heart. Okay, they will return to the heart. And then they will go to every part of the body, which is this one, and give oxygen again, and to take carbon dioxide again. Okay, and then they will return to the heart again. Now they are deoxygenated again, and they will repeat this thing again. So you see, your heart and your lungs, they work together. Okay, they work together. So when you are doing CPR to save someone, you will do 10 pumps. Okay, when let's say someone is unconscious, you do 10 pumps. Okay, and then you open their mouth, you help them breathe. Okay, so CPR and mouth-to-mouth resuscitation. When you are pumping with your arms, you are pressing on the heart. When you are doing mouth-to-mouth, you are helping the lungs. So you are manually moving the heart and the lungs so that they don't die. That's CPR. All right, so what is X? X is your alveoli. Okay, alveolus, alveoli, whatever. Alveolus is singular, alveoli is plural. So Y is your blood vessel. Oh, sorry, blood capillaries, the thinnest one. Okay, so capillary, capillary lah, this is just one. So this is thinner than your hair. This is thinner than your hair. So this whole thing, even with your naked eyes, you cannot see because this is really small. Okay, so if you have COVID, what happens here is, okay, let's say if you get COVID, the COVID virus will grow here. Okay, the COVID virus will grow here. So what happened is the white blood cell in your blood, okay, it is not drawn here, but the white blood cell will try to come in and try to kill all these COVID virus. Okay, so this is why you get sick. And to get rid of all these virus, your alveolus is going to produce a lot of mucus. When you have a layer of mucus on your lungs, you cannot breathe. Okay, in a serious case, this is why some people, when they got COVID, they cannot breathe. They have shortness of breath because they have too much mucus inside their alveolus. Okay, you will probably be fine. Okay, if you take your vaccine and if you're young enough, you'll probably be fine because your lungs can handle the virus just well. I mean, if your immune system is very strong. Okay, so we have done this already. Next, the figure below shows the structure of an alveolus. Okay, let's finish this. So this is how it looks like. Okay, this is one alveolus, and then this is like four alveolus. This is really small. Your body has millions of alveolus. Okay, it's like counting leaves on a tree. This is even more. So explain how oxygen is transported to the body cell starting from the alveoli. Okay, so starting from here, how does it transport to your body cell? Okay, so it will diffuse from alveoli into blood capillaries. Okay, it will enter here. And then what they do is they will return to the heart. Okay, return to heart. Okay, pumped body cells. Okay, and then it will diffuse into body cells. Okay, so it's a very simple process. They go back to the heart, and then they go to the lungs to throw carbon dioxide, to take oxygen, go back to the heart again, pump to the body, and give oxygen, take carbon dioxide, and the whole process repeat. Okay, so E shows name the process involved in the gaseous exchange. So what's the process of giving oxygen and taking out carbon dioxide? This is called diffusion. Okay, 渗透 diffusion. It's like when you take a piece of cloth, you put it on water, the cloth starts sucking up water, that's diffusion. So gas works the same way. All right, so I think I'm going to stop here. Next week we shall continue on this. Okay, so I think that's it for today lah. Okay, so thanks for coming. Hope you have a happy Friday. I will see you next week. All right, so see you next week and good night. Bye bye.